Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm gonna tell y'all exactly how to attract money or anything you want out of the ether. Okay, man, this thing literally just came to me because 888 just played in North Carolina, and I figured it out. I mean, this video ought to go super viral. The whole planet got to see this video. The way you attract everybody says this, but I think I'm gonna say it in a way that people finally get. Okay, and it doesn't matter if you fail 1,000 times in life at anything. None of it matter. Again, everything is just a vibrational frequency match. Okay, everything is simply a vibrational frequency match. Now, I'm very sensitive to the number 8 because I'm a life and I'm born on the 28th. Okay, now I saw 888, I think last week sometimes. I saw it on a tag, and I'm like, that means a shitload of money coming. Okay, so I already knew. Okay, now, um, I already knew 8 was gonna play today. I already knew 8 was gonna play today because again, I'm very sensitive to the number 8. I know when 8 is active. Okay, my anxiety been through the roof and some other things that I'm just not gonna say on video. But the way I also got that number is because I realized how to raise my frequency to the point that it doesn't matter what number is going to play or what ideas I want. I raise my frequency so high that I'm literally touching the frequency. So on it, and I'm down here on the ground, but what I want, the fruit that I want is up there on that tree. So I need to get a ladder to get up there on that tree, or a helicopter, or something for me to reach up there on that tree. The issue is finding the catalyst to get up there, because you see the fruit is up there. You already see what you want is up there. Whatever you want is up there on that tree. Now the thing is, how the hell I'm gonna get that high? How the hell I'm gonna get high? I either need a boom ladder or a crane. You know what I'm saying? Be Superman. And that's what I realize is the problem. Problem is most people don't have the catalyst or the thing that it take to get that high, or believe that they have the thing that it take to get that high. Okay? And I'll be honest with you. A lot of people don't have it. I mean, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. That's why a lot of people can't manifest what they really want, or success, money, true love, what they really want, because they really don't have it. They really don't have the catalyst or the thing that it take to um get whatever they want that high. Okay, I just realized my tree can actually grow out the ground. I was worried about it, my tree growing, see, because it's sandy over here, but now I realize, okay, stuff can grow out of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant my trees down there. But anyhow, what you need is a catalyst, man. What you need is to get that high. Like I say, you need a boom ladder, a crane to get that high. Okay. Now in reality, the that you want is even higher than that. I think that's where the story about Jack and a Beanstalk, Jack and a kind of will help you understand. Um, so just study the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, and they always give us like these metaphors of something up. Like they say, God is in the sky. I know what they mean by that. God is in the sky. You know, your brain is on top of your head. Everything is just always up. Everything that you want is up, is high. No, they never say it's low. Anything evil is low, like the devil's under the ground. Hell is in hell under you. Like, everything evil or bad is always under. Everything great or whatever awesome. But the thing is reaching on top. Now obviously it's easy to fall down. It's easy to kneel down. But to reach up top and keep holding all the way up top, or jump, or just get up in the sky that high, that's kind of hard, right? Okay. What I had thought to myself, dang, I already knew the number was coming, but how would I have known if I wasn't who I am? Okay. So that's what I thought to myself. I asked the universe, how would I still know 888 was going to come to North Carolina to yay? I say yay, y'all say day. How would I know the 888 was going to come to North Carolina if I wasn't who I am? Okay, if I wasn't Dragon El Manifesto. And it came to me instantly. So basically in life, this is it right here. This is the big one. This is the big gem. In life, you literally have to follow oh my god. You literally have to follow the some would say the laws of Mahat. Some would say the 10 commandments, stuff like that, in a way that um is pure to you, in a way that is pure to you, meaning that because I remember when 222 came. I remember when 222 came in North Carolina, actually on February 22nd, which is 222, came that night. And the same thing happened. The same thing happened, right? You have to follow your heart. You have to follow the laws of my heart. You have to follow the laws of Moses, meaning that in life, we all go through ups and downs. Most people go through ups and downs. Okay. So basically, when you're going through your ups and downs, always remember the 10 commandments. Always remember the laws of my heart. Always remember to keep the faith. Okay. You cannot manifest. You cannot manifest any if you're low. If you're in a struggle mode mentally, like you might be in struggle mode physically, but if you're in struggle mode mentally, if you are a thief, meaning like all you do is plot on people. There's levels to being a thief, but like you're intentionally plotting on people. If you're a murderer, adulterer, um you know covetous, just if your heart is not pure, just if your heart is not pure. And I kind of need to tune it some more, because I know a lot of people are gonna say, man, I know some evil people be manifesting everything they want. So I gotta fine tune that some more. Um, God, give me the words to say. Um, so basically, what you want to do is, for example, right? My heart, okay, told me to. There's some things I wanted to get up and do today, right? I wanted to get up and do it, and my heart told me um to do it. I knew I should have got up and did it, but I didn't do it. I was disobedient. So one of the things is you cannot be disobedient. I was disobedient. I was disobedient. Okay. So my heart, spirit, and soul told me get up and do these things. I did not do it. Okay. Because I did not do it, I was not put in position to get the information from the ether to confirm that coming to yay. I already knew the 888 was coming, but I just wasn't sure if it was coming to yay. Now, I did not put number in because I was disobedient. The universe had told me to do a few things, okay? It told me to do it. There was nothing that was going to hurt me, harm me, or anything like that. All right? So I already knew it came from the universe, from my God, the God in me. And I was just disobedient. I was disobedient, man, I'm telling you. And by me being disobedient, I was not put in a position that I needed to be in to get the the download, the information, the however you want to call it, the universe to confirm that the 888 was coming to yay, so I could go down there and put 20, 40, 50, $100 on it. Okay. So in life, you have to be a type of pure in heart that um you really listen to yourself. You really listen to yourself, your God's telling you to do something, because it's about being in the right position at the right time. Like, for example, I was watching a video last night, Rick Ross, and this guy gave away a car, $10,000, a phone, and some other things to this random dude, right? And I'm like, dang, how some people so lucky like that? And it could have been a whole act or whatever, who knows? But people do have that type of luck. So it's like, dang, how do people get lucky like that? So say the whole situation was real, it wasn't fake or acting or nothing. What happened is that guy followed his heart to be in that place at that particular time. And he was at work, he was on his job, and he could have said, man, I'm not going to work tonight. He could have easily said, man, I'm not going to work tonight. But he got up and went to work. Okay. um so being slothful, you cannot be slothful, the word I should say, it's slothful. Okay, yes, there is a time to rest, and yes, you got to follow your heart. Like, for all the people stayed home when 9/11 hit those twin towers because they followed their heart, you know what I'm saying? That was smart. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. It's I'm trying to fine tune following your heart and following my heart and following the laws of Moses in a way that, people can understand and overstand. It's no gray area in this. Excuse me. It's not black and white with this. It's a lot of gray area. So this is a skill you have to actually develop. I think that's a lot of people's issue, is developing the skill of when the God in you is talking to you and telling you something, and when it's just like gibberish. You know what I'm saying? So this is actually a skill. So the first thing you want to do, man, is be obedient, man. The first thing you want to do, pure in heart, I should say. Be pure in heart like a baby. Be pure in heart. You know how babies are humble and pure in heart? You got to be pure in heart like a baby. Okay? You got to be pure in heart like a baby. All right. That's why in these movies they always showing like virgins and how they was pure in heart and Jesus was a virgin. You got to be pure in heart, man. You got to be pure in heart. The second thing is you got to be obedient. You got to be obedient to the laws of Mahat, or Moses, however you go by. Okay. You got to be obedient to that. Okay. And being obedient to that, well, being pure in heart is going to naturally make you obedient to that. Okay. Then you're going to start to realize, and again, it takes time and years to master this feeling. Then you're going to start to realize when you need to be somewhere and how you need to be there and all that type of stuff. So ultimately, we're trying to develop is the power of discernment. The power of discernment. Okay, because what the power of discernment is gonna do, it's gonna allow you to download certain information of where to be, what time to be there, how to be there, all of that type of stuff. Because again, success is nothing but proper preparation meeting opportunity. So with you basically being humble, with you being pure in heart, with you um, um following directions. I always get on my son about following directions, with you being the type of person that's just not necessarily a goody two shoes, but just trying your best, with you ultimately developing that spirit of discernment. This is what I mean by preparing yourself. This is what I mean by preparing yourself. So in you preparing yourself, you're gonna so now with you preparing yourself, the only thing you need to know, the only thing that's missing is the opportunity. The only thing that's missing is the opportunity. And then when the opportunity and you preparing yourself meet, boom, success, manifesto. Okay? That is where you get what you want. That is where you manifested what you was looking for. Okay? When you preparing yourself meets the opportunity is where you have manifested whatever you manifesting. You preparing yourself, it's kind of like, okay, I come out here and I see the fruit is way up there, right? Build the ladder. I'm gonna prepare a ladder. I'm gonna build a ladder. But I said, dang, in me building this ladder, I need like I'm gonna need like 4 or 5 people to help me lift it up. So in me building the ladder, okay, I'm gonna just start building it. Fuck it. Nobody might not never show up, but I'm gonna just start building it. And then in me building a ladder, people see me building a ladder like, hey man, what you building? I'm building a ladder so I can get that fruit up there. They're like, that's crazy, but okay, we dig it, man. So maybe people start helping me build the ladder, or they might say, okay, when you finish building your ladder, just call me and I'll help you lift it up. Then the yay comes when it's time to lift up the ladder to be able to reach all the way up to there to the fruit, and people show up. So that's the opportunity. The people showing up to help, that's the opportunity. And to help hold up the ladder, that's the opportunity. Now I can just ease my way all the way up the ladder and get the fruit or whatever I want up there. Okay? Or like Jack and the Beanstalk, you gotta plant a seed, man. Preparing is planting seed, preparing a seed, putting it in the ground, waiting for the rain and the sun to come one yay, and all of a sudden, like these um grew up over here, man. One yay, this wasn't here. Literally, I got up the next year and all these things just, y'all know how it go with these little pricklies. Okay, these things sprout up overnight. Okay, you'll have planted some seeds and nothing happened. You like, dang, what the hell is going on with my seeds? Nothing happened, and all of a sudden overnight they just grow, kind of like, teenagers. Your baby's just growing normal and then they go through a growth spurt. Okay, that's how life is, man. You just prepared. You have to stay prepared and wait for the opportunity. When the opportunity come for sunlight and rain, make sure you are in position. Opportunity come for sun and rain, because about to have that growth spurt overnight. You're about to have that harvest that mission overnight. You're about to have it overnight. Okay? You're about to have it overnight, man. Because what happens is, when you are pure in heart, the universe can speak to you and talk to you. When you're not pure in heart, the universe can't speak to you. It can't talk to you. When you're not obedient, like I wasn't obedient. I didn't get up and do what I was supposed to do. Because I wasn't obedient, um, you know, the universe couldn't talk to me, and the universe, like, just like when you have your babies and your baby's disobedient, you don't want to do shit for them. So because I wasn't obedient, the universe basically, hey, we trying to help you, but your dumbass just want to lay there. We trying to help you, but your dumbass just want to lay there. Okay. So because I was disobedient, the universe, like, all right, fuck it. We'll pass it on to somebody else. So maybe somebody else got that 888, driving down the street or whatever, and the 888 just came to them. Okay, because it's everything is in the ether, man. All the ideas, everything you ever that somebody else got the idea and invented it, that came from the ether. Everything is in the ether, man. Everything is there. It's just for you to reach high. The ether is up there. The ether is up there. It's just for you to reach up there, and not you physically, but your spirit, to get so high up there. You can just pick it, like just easily pluck it. Okay? But it comes with you being prepared. It's come with you being prepared. That's the hardest thing. People don't want to work. That's the problem, man. That's the problem. People don't want to do the preparation work. Okay? People don't want to do the preparation work. All right? That's what's going on. This is why people having so many issues in life. This is why people can't manifest what they want to manifest. This is why people constantly going through struggles. They don't want to do the preparation work. Nobody want to do the work. Nobody want to do the work, man. People talking about doing your shadow work. Nobody want to do their shadow work, man. Laziness, man, slothfulness. That's why the Bible talks so much about laziness and slothfulness, man. That's why the Bible talks so much about laziness and slothfulness. Okay? It's like the worst thing you could do is be fucking lazy, man. And again, I don't mean just always going and not resting. I don't mean it like that. Okay? But just laziness, slothfulness, disobedience, um and I'm gonna be honest with you. I sit in my favorite chair right now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was being fucking lazy because of the weather, and it's kind of cold right now in North Carolina. So the weather does affect the ether. Are you doing what you need to do? Okay, the weather affects it. There are things that does affect it, so I'm not gonna sit up here and say, oh, you being lazy. Okay, sometimes your body just won't do what you want it to do. Sometimes it is your living situation. Sometimes it is the people in your life, your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, friends, mother, father, sister, brother, that you trying to go somewhere and do something and they're hindering you. Okay? So it's like when those situations happen, you have to find a way around it. Okay? You have to find a way around it. If your heart really telling you something and it's just a situation where, you feel in all honesty that, the weather's just that bad. It's prohibiting you from going out and doing what you want to do, or it's somebody that's just their negative energy, or they don't want to take you where you need to go or go with you where you need to go. Whatever the situation is, you know what you need to do, but outside forces is really blocking. Sometimes you just gotta go do what you need to do, man. Sometimes you gotta do what you need to do. If you can, because I can't tell you how many times I've had certain opportunities, and because of fucking with certain motherfuckers, those opportunities passed. You know what I'm saying? Or because of me saying, oh, it's too hot outside, oh, it's too cold outside. You know what I'm saying? Like when the 222 came, it was when it was freezing outside. And I was like, man, it's too goddamn cold. I'm not going out there to play no numbers. Okay. That's what happened. That's how I missed the 2-2. And that's how I missed pretty much the 888 because it's cold outside right now. I'm only outside right now, sitting in the sun, but y'all see I have my jacket on. It's right now in North Carolina. So pretty much I could blame it on the weather, but because of who I am, me personally, I know better. Okay, I know better. All right. So what I got from the universe was, regardless of the weather, regardless of what, we told you to get up and go do this thing. If you would have got up and did that thing, then you would have easily saw that the 888 was about to pop. Because the thing that I was about to do was definitely gonna give me the 888. It was definitely gonna give me the 888. Okay, it was definitely gonna give me the 888 to go play. All right. Whew. I don't know if that explained it, but man, if a better explanation comes to me, I'm definitely gonna do a video on it. But I'm telling you, man, that's all it is, man. Your fruit is up there. The problem is the catalyst. You're down here. What you want to manifest is up there. The problem is the catalyst, and the problem is people not willing to do the work to build the ladder. And then wait for, even if your ladder even if you finish building your ladder and that, or your helicopter, what, your crane, whatever you building, and that motherfucker gotta sit there until somebody come along and help you operate it, then you just sit there and fucking wait, man. Okay? Because the right people got to come along, because you could get up there and get that fruit, and then soon as you grab that fruit, they let that ladder go and let that fruit fall, and they grab the fruit and you dead. Okay, so you got to have the right people to help you lift that ladder up. Sometimes that's what it is. Sometimes you got everything built. You ever had everything built or a great idea but don't have the people around you to help you? Sometimes you have to wait for the right people, man. That's what the universe be doing, be waiting for you to have the right people around you. Because if you go up there and get that fruit now, okay, with the wrong people, it's like all for nothing. The wrong people, the right people or the wrong people around you can make you or fucking break you. Okay. So that's another thing. All right. That's another thing. Okay. And like I said, be honest with you, I was supposed to do something with somebody, go look at some properties with them, and that motherfucker was being lazy. Okay. That motherfucker was being lazy. And then in return, I was being lazy. I'm like, yeah, shit, fuck it. We'll do it tomorrow. I was being lazy and missed out on that 888, man. Missed out on that 888. So I'm telling you, man, sometimes, like, what I really should have did was like, damn, this motherfucker being lazy. Let me go do what I need to fucking do. Fuck them. And go look at these properties and do what I need to do, because I already know where I was going. I was going to see the 888. Okay. And I'm following their fucking laziness and slothfulness. You know, I didn't get any energy to yay where if I went and did what I was gonna do, it was gonna be any negative negative negativity out of it. So I was just being lazy. Okay, I was just being lazy. And disobedient. I should say I was just being disobedient. But anyhow, it's always opportunity, man. Don't stop no show. It's always an opportunity. The 222s came the end of February. The 888s just came the middle of April. 666 came last night or night before. Yesterday or night or year before. So it's always opportunity. That's why I'm smiling. It's no big deal. But and I always get numbers. It's no big deal. But it just like really hit, man. And that's the second time it really hits. So everything in threes. Remember, 3 is a magic number. So the next time this really hit, I probably have an even better explanation for y'all. But yeah, man, Most people problem is building that ladder. Most people problem is preparing themselves for when the right people do come along, okay, which gives you the opportunity to lift your ladder up to be able to reach up there and get that fruit. But most people sitting around waiting for people to help them start building that ladder. You cannot sit around and wait for people to help you to start to build that ladder. You got to start to build that ladder yourself. You got to get a job to go buy them screws and that lumber to um start building that ladder. You got to get a job or whatever to buy them parts to start building that helicopter, that crane, whatever it is, the catalyst God got for you to build to get to that fruit. You the one got to start it, and people are going to start see you and come and help you, just like somebody whose car breaks down and then they just sitting there and waiting, versus somebody whose car break down and they get out the car, even if it's raining, snowing, whatever, start pushing. People are going to see that and be like, oh shit, and jump out and start pushing. Or a tow truck might even come along and say, oh man, where you going? Okay, I'll take you, man. I'm off duty or whatever, but man, bad weather out here. Or you see you trying to help yourself, I'll help you. Whenever you're trying to help yourself, people will help you. It happened to me the other day. This older couple got stuck in a ditch and by the gas station. We all was out there, everybody trying to help them get out the ditch, right? A tow truck came along. Matter of fact, the buddy, he knew the tow truck, so he called his buddy, hey man, come down here and help these people out. He's like, oh, I'm down the street anyway. Man, dude came down there, another tow truck stopped, and they helped these people get out the ditch, man. If they would have had to pay for that, that would have been like a easy three, four, $500. But they helped them get out the ditch for free. You know, whenever you try to help yourself, people will come along and try to help you every time. It's just a natural nature in us. But what happened is, when people not trying to help themselves, or they trying to help themselves connivingly, that's when you lose your blessing, man. You lose your blessing. Anyhow, I'm gonna get off of here, and I'll probably come back with another video later on. I love you guys, and peace. Get in the mastermind, the life coaching and land mastermind. Get in the life coaching and land mastermind. 754-229-0940. Again, 754-229-0940. I love you. Peace.